When you walk in the room, it's still, and you can't see nobody else. I'm not the only one who feels that switch inside my body change. Oh, I just want you to myself. Just want you to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late, and I know your mother raised you right, so I don't you rise, and now and then can't help but wish this life was just the two of us. Oh, I just want you to myself. 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 You called to say that you will make it over to my place tonight. The office got you working late, and when you're off you'll be too tired. I don't wanna make a scene. You're just so good at what you do. It's selfish of me to think
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to ILG Cup Season 3 PUBG Mobile Minor number 9. It's been a week's gap, Johnny, but it's pretty much got all of us, I think, refreshed and ready to go. We're starting the second phase of the qualifiers. We're halfway through, and we have ourselves the first 16 squads that will take part in the online playoffs. The other 16 are going to be decided over the next 2 months, Johnny.
Yes, indeed. And let's look at the flight path. The flight path is way down south. We're moving in right from Novo Reponye to Quarry, and it's going to be really a lot of very task-related things to move around the map. A lot of teams will have to try and get those vehicles because it's so south-oriented. I'm seeing that even though it's so south-oriented, I'm not seeing teams wanting to go to military base or Novo. We've seen no one jump at Novo at all.
Yeah, there's only
one squad at Mill base. When they might be worried that because it's the flight path is towards the south, that a lot of teams might go there. And because of that, you see so many teams, they're making their way towards the north side.
Yeah, I think towards farm and shelter, we'll see quite a bit of teams cluttered around. Same goes with the pre-mosque as well. I expect there to be at least a couple of squads heading in and around that direction. As we say that, let's jump over to squad number 5, who's currently... I see squad number 5, they found themselves a vehicle early. They are split up 2-2. Yeah, there's squad 15 there. In fact, Live is going to try and head out. There's the shots coming in from Knight OP, but he's going to have to fall behind as he's got a teammate coming in. I believe that is Luna, who is giving chase out in the open. Knight OP luckily has found himself one first aid. He's going to be able to pop that.
And the squad number 10 also very good.
Luna needs to be careful though. Luna can get sniped out. One more bullet. He's going to go for the reload. Live. Can he get in position? No, he can't. Knight OP needs to relocate back up top. And I think that window of opportunity is going to close itself, and Luna is going to find some cover.
Yeah, and her other teammates are in farm and the squad number 10 right next to them, and they do not know what to do right now, whether to take this engagement or not. They have pistols and they only have armor, so they need to get better guns over here, while squad number 10 is already scouting around.
Yep, we're going to see another fight break out here. Squad number 7, UK07, already has found a couple of knocks. 69 copy is in a world of trouble. His teammate is coming by with the pistol though. Tap, tap, tap. He's going to find himself maybe one bullet. Oh, he's going to get shot as they try and exit out of this. They had the buggy on one of their players, and Warsi is going to prevent 69 from getting out of here. So I think that is 3 players down on Team BT. It's only going to be Khan who's going to be able to make it out of here. Let's see squad 7. I don't see them giving the chase.
But look at that, squad 13. One player is knocked over there, and there's Khan behind the rock. Squad number 7 moving right across over there, and they're going to stop over here and get
he
those
hasn't
kills.
left. Yeah, I thought he had probably left in, and Khan's going to get cleaned up. And with that, it's going to be squad BT, first team eliminated here from the server in the first qualifier game of the day. So for all the viewers who are freshly tuning in, weren't really accustomed to seeing the previous PUBG minors that we have had. We have a total of 8 qualifier games, 3 on Monday, 3 on Tuesday, 2 on Wednesday, and then we have the semi-finals up on Thursday, followed by the finals on Friday, where there's 25,000 rupees on the line, and of course 2 slots, coveted slots in the online playoffs that will happen in January. We have already some top teams who have already qualified through. We have 8-bit. We also have TX who qualified last week. So yeah, for all the hands on chat, TX will be coming back to ILG Cup, but it will be in Jan up next. I see some fights happening around. I think squad number 14 who's driving by squad number 10 is also squad 15 and 5 looking to get involved. These were 2 squads who did drop right next to each other, close to farm, and you see kills come by. Squad number 5 in fact gets the full clean out, but we're going to keep our eyes here up in Pochinki. Squad 23 and 16, and Red is going to find himself a knock. Where's that?
Yeah, they are in Pochinki. they've taken 2 people down already of Team Alpha. So
yeah, where was I see another knock come by. I'm not sure where exactly that was. See smokes being dropped. I think they've actually already got the flushes out.
yeah, they've got 2 people completely killed, and they've taken the squad house over there. So now they're going to be careful and try and see if they can maybe push. They definitely don't have enough loot, so they need to start moving maybe towards church and get back into Pochinki, or try and push the remaining 2 that are there inside.
Yep, and I think right now...
He's getting shot.
Yeah, he's getting shot and he's gonna get knocked down, and that's gonna put the onus onto Danu right now.
Yeah,
His
he's
last
going for the
man
res.
alive. Yeah, goes for the res, but the tricky situation here is gonna be to somehow maneuver their way out of this situation. But I expect the push to come through real soon. We already see Panda cutting the distance. Danu maybe has one window, but there's 2 players right up ahead. Will find themselves the kill. The flush is out. It is Team Alpha that is already completely knocked out here in Pochinki, and Squad 16 Red will march on.
Yes, indeed. And we're already down to 14 squads from 18 squads, 4 squads.
A
early
lot
action.
of fights early.
The problem is they all had to fight for vehicles to move somewhere, and this time we see even in Primos there are 2 squads in Primos because the flight path went through there. So some teams have been like, hey, you know what, let's play it safe, it's there in the flight path, let's go to Primos.
And Red has got a lot of real estate now to work with. This center circle, there's pretty much nobody in and around. They can go to school, Rozhawk, a lot of places they can loot up. But if we can switch over for a second, ALS is making the push.
Yes, they are indeed, and S. Mickey, he gets a cleanup on 1 player, and he is now playing it carefully. He's seeing squad number 8 push onto them. He has to be a bit careful though. He does not have any nades with him. He's holding the line behind. They are throwing nades onto him. This time he's going to make the push and see where he can see that Johnson's coming in. He's shooting onto him. He gets the knock, trying to get the cleanup as well. And
nicely done indeed. But Benz now pre-fires through. Smicky knows, probably has time to get this first aid off, and that's the opportunity that Benz should have taken, but now his
problem
chances...
is he's all alone. All his teammates are dead.
Yeah, and is just gonna get... he's gonna spot him go down. And Smicky, let's see if he's gonna drop down and take this fight head on. Would be a pretty risky situation to do so. It's gonna isolate him from the rest of his teammates, but... there you go, he's gonna jump down. They're gonna go for the finish. He spots the player out, but instead decides to go for cover initially. Wait for his teammates to arrive for backup. And Benz is gonna get knocked and cleaned up. Now, there's barely a few alternatives there for Benz. Not too many options to work with. I think the best case scenario there is he probably finds 1 knock and maybe forces his teammates to go for the res instead of chase Benz, but there was a very low probability play and probably the only option available. It does go down, and it's down to 13 squads, and that pretty much means the entire map is gonna be left wide open. If we can look over at where the teams are spread out right now, you see there's a lot of teams who are at the edge of the circle, and center circle we see 3-4 squads maybe at best, and this pretty much is going to translate into phases 2 and 3 being a lot more quieter. A lot more of these teams are going to spread out. Even if they spot out enemies, chances are they're going to have a lot of opportunity to just walk away from fights and not really jump into the thick of the action before phase 5, because ideally we've been seeing a lot of these matches in fact go into phases 4-5 with like 10-11 teams alive, and that is when the action kicks in. Eventually the circle's just too small, and all of these teams end up jumping into a bloodbath. But let's move over as Johnny's giving you a nice bird's eye view of squad number 20, GNST. Do you remember these guys have been taking part in minors previously as well?
Yes, indeed. GNST, UK07. These 2 clans have been grinding it today. I mean, week in and week out. They do. UK07, I know, are a squad that makes it to the grand finals quite often, but very difficult to hit that first and second spot. And as you know how gruesome this format is, you need to be at your best throughout the week if you want to qualify for that semi-final spot.
Yeah, and we quickly look at team number 10, Art of Revenge. Right now, just moving through this center circle, they're trying to find themselves a compound to hold. There is, I believe, Red, who were previously seen in Pochinki. I think they're still pretty much there. So, squad number 10 should be at relative ease here, holding just south of Rozhawk. And they're going to go into, they're very close to Watertown, isn't it?
Yes, indeed, very close to Watertown. And there's no one there, so they can definitely pick up some loot. Circle is in their favor, so they have a lot of time as well. If we look at squad number 10, they are 3-man strong. They don't have 4-man over there, but indeed they've already collected 2 kills. So now's the time where you need to get that loot and So
the thing is, the initial qualify games are all one map games, right? So the way you play this is a lot more survival oriented than kills. When it comes to the semi-finals and finals, that is where you want to start playing aggressive. You want to get a lot of points courtesy kills. But I think here the safe option is to find yourself a nice compound inside the circle, play center circle, avoid those initial skirmishes, and try and put yourself in a situation where you have the maximum probability of making it into that top 8 journey. Top 4 actually in the initial qualifiers.
Yeah, the first round you have to make it to the top 4. And
yeah,
it's not going to be that easy.
Alright, we have a drop.
Yes, indeed, we do have a drop. The drop has the M249 and it has your level 3 stuff as usual with the tag stock. And this is again go closer towards Pochinki on the left hand side of Pochinki. So,
and another squad that had, I believe, qualified last week to the finals but unfortunately couldn't make it was BSUD. I'm not sure if this is the exact same roster, but they're going to be pretty much going through the grind yet again here through the qualifiers. Right now it's pretty much set up north of Gatka. Hopefully they're going to be able to safely make their maneuver back through the semi-finals and back into that finals to try and fight for those maybe one of those 2 slots for the regional for the online playoffs of ILG Cup Season 3 PUBG Mobile. I'm going to switch over to squad number 6. I see SRC Defaulter is taking a lot of damage from the zone.
Scavenging for heals. He's going from one house to the other. He's checking what all he can get. And he only has 2 health kits over there. So I don't know how he's going to survive this, but he's taking his time and he's not wanting to enter the zone that early. Looks like he's not happy with what he has. So he's just going to search and search. Picks up a level 2 Western. He had a level 1, so it's a good upgrade for him. But I was watching PMCO the other day, and apparently it's news for me, I'm not sure, but the casters were talking that the loot, they've changed the loot pattern for I don't know if it's only for PMC or what, but they have reduced the number of heals that are there on the map, so they've dropped it to 0.5.
I'm guessing that is more of your advanced room setting that they have tinkered around a little. I think that does make it for teams to not be able to constantly disengage and re-engage, and there is a lot
maybe
more.
They have to choose their fights either.
Yeah, you have to be smart about taking the fights, right? So if you've stacked up a lot of heals, chances are you'll take not only will you take more fights, but you're going to go for those blatant peaks as well, knowing for a fact that you have some cover. You're gonna be able to constantly just keep healing back up. Yes, you will tank eventually your helmet and your vest, but if you're inside buildings and you're taking long range duels, chances are you can just sacrifice maybe a vest or 2, quickly relocate back inside the building, loot back up, and move back into that engage. As we say that, let's look back at the circle right now. It has moved a little more central in and around Pochinki. Most of the squads are already inside the zone. I see pretty much only TSX, IP and Broken right now who are outside, should have a safe transit in. And since there's only pretty much 13 squads in the server right now, I don't expect there to be too much of a problem for these latecomers to find themselves compounds to hold. I don't think the water is going to come into play here either. I think the zone will eventually shift in and around Pochinki. I expect it to move most probably towards those open fields on the left of Pochinki for those final phases, as we have another drop coming down. It is northeast of Pochinki,
it's
John.
very close to school, right? And it's just towards the northeast of Pochinki. And there's an M249, there's a suppressor AR in it, and your usual level 3 stuff again. And we saw one squad getting take some damage in the zone. Maybe that was one player of theirs who got disconnected, maybe.
Yeah.
Died in Milta.
Squad number 19, we have IP, who are just about making their way into the zone. Looks like they're going to spend some time here, clear out all the area in and around this northeastern part of, I believe this is phase 2. While squad number 6 also make their way in. And they're not too far away from where squad 19 is, Johnny.
Yeah, squad number 19 is also nearby. I mean, I have horrific, dreams about this location where squad number 19 is going, because it was literally the place where I got annihilated when I was playing a tournament. I didn't expect second zone team to be sitting over there in the compound already, ready. The circle flight path was again a very south-oriented flight path.
Yeah.
But the circle shift was towards north. So I decided, you know what? Let's go, guys. Let's go straight into the center. And that compound was so safe. I was like, that's going to be a safe compound. Let's go there.
I think that makes for a case where you want to have a scouter in your team who's initially moving ahead of the pack looking for safe compounds. Because worst case scenario, you lose the guy. You still are 3 strong. You still have a legit chance of getting up on the leaderboard in that round, but just moving together as 4 into compounds without prior knowledge is, as I'd say, very risky, maybe even borderline suicidal. But as of now, we got to watch squad number 24, Team UT, keeping tabs on SD here. We're on top of the hill. All 4 players are pre-fires across, not exactly where Satan currently sits, but Alvin is still going to go ahead, try and see if he can maybe get a couple of bullets in, some damage, maybe even a knock or 2. Just serving himself up as distraction. There is also a Devil OP above who is trying to get some info so as to about the whereabouts of the players from Team SD.
Yeah, you see Dark said he's checking, trying to get, he has that 6x on his M4. So he's speaking, he spots one, he sees Alvin over there moving behind those sandbags over there. But he's already spotted 2 vehicles, so he knows there's a squad over there. There's no action yet, no one shot a bullet over there. So they're not going to take that fight.
But look at the zone next, Johnny. The zone's gonna move pretty much close to where Pochinki right now is. Unfortunately, all the squads are so far away. Especially the ones who are on the western side, they have to make a pretty down hard rotate inside the zone, and I do expect a lot of fights happening in and around Pochinki. Right now, what do you think is the right decision? Do you really want to go inside the city, or do you want to set up in the open grounds outside?
Over here, I definitely, as of now, stay on the church. Church, the highest point of Pochinki. You can see squads rotating in. You can see if anyone's entering Pochinki, and then you can make the decision whether you want to move from the peripherals depending on the circle. So for me, church would be the safest place as of now.
And all squads, in fact, have gotten into vehicles, and they're trying to find themselves positions to hold inside the zone.
Looks like squad number 21 might just be getting into squad number 5.
Yeah, 19 also might be looking to get into some action here, as squad number 24 and 19 have similar trajectories into the zone. I'm pretty sure they're already getting some audio cues in, and you see God Killer immediately going for that readjust, back out, doesn't want any part of this. Squad number 24, Badmash, has managed to find himself a drop, I believe. Not sure if it's already looted though.
I don't think it's looted though, because there was no squad that came into that area, and 24 now want to set up camp over here. And most of the teams in the third phase start wanting to tail at the edge of the circles. They do not want to hit.
There's like 2 players from squad 10 though, who are taking in some pot shots up against God Killer here. See that quick readjust back out, a quick wiggle of the joystick
Even
right
squad
there.
number 24, right in front of them, squad number 19. They see the vehicle and they are now trying to adjust themselves. They see Killer, he's entered into the lighthouse over there, into watchtower over there. So now, are they going to go for the push? That's the question. Badmash, he's just realigning himself next to that broken compound that he has. Badmash, he spotted Killer.
Yeah, he spotted Killer right there. And he has himself the Scarel. Red Dot gonna unleash some shots in, and the first 2 bullets instant connects through, drops him about 20 HP. But God Killer, lucky for him, he had that nice little dip on the road there, some natural cover. And he's gonna be able to get back to safety. No, I think he's just gonna head back to cover, pop himself a first aid.
Squad number 12 has come up nearby. Foul. Is
knock right there, as you see. Badmash is pretty much wary of one of the players being left behind. Moltres trying to dance around the tree, is gonna get spotted. Instant knock into flush, and that's gonna be foul. Big blunder there. He could have anywhere but that rock, they'd probably be safe, but they end up pretty much setting up shop right in front of squad number 24, and they lose 2.
And it looks like our girl squad is back into action. You look at squad number 5, they are taking SCR straight on. SCR defaulted, gets the kill onto I'm Rebel, but Olive cleans things up.
Yeah, they've cleaned things up. They do get a couple of players knocked, Ritika as well as Rebel. Should get picked up. They're outside the current circle though. Johnny, can you walk us through how the circle's looking like?
Yeah, the circle has moved completely south of Pochinki. Now it is very close to that hill near farm, towards the west of farm. So the circle is there. It's a hilly area, open area, no compounds. I mean, there is one house compound towards the south, but the circle most likely at the end would move up towards the hill.
And look at this though. Red in a lot of trouble. Almost run into that compound being held by the green squad, and they're gonna drive straight down the hill straight into squad number 17 here. And this is gonna be a full-blown fight. They've come in. There's all 4 players waiting inside, and it's Droid who managed to get the first knock in, and up on top they get 2 down. Yeah, and it's a flush out as well. Nicely done indeed, and the players dropping down one by one. Hamurai comes down, and Red just gets sent back to the lobby there. Hard engage in. It was squad number 17 in a perfect position. That was I would say a very risky play indeed. As we switch over, more action happening. God Killer's getting burnt down by the Molotov, and he's gonna get knocked. The last tick there coming in is gonna knock him in, and Jut should be able to clean that up. We switch over as we see squad number 17 clearing things up. Squad number 5 manages to make their way into the circle. In fact, just driving by right in front of him here. Thrown up, spray coming in with the M4, with that silencer up. They don't really manage to get too much damage in. Warsi is also making his way through. But we switch over. I see BSUD. Deadpool coming up against squad number 10. There's Legacy OP up on top. Frost is actually already left. So a Legacy OP is gonna have to hold his own.
Deadpool.
Let's see if he... Yeah, I don't... Let's see if he's aware of Deadpool's position here. Legacy OP gets spotted. Deadpool switches over. He has himself the M249. And there's Evolution on the far left. Let's see how that battle there plays out. 2 players in pretty much touching distance of each other.
Oh, that nade, it connects onto Legacy OP, and looks like Beast, he might want to make his way up as well with Deadpool, and they still have the vehicle. Looks like they're wanting to bail out of here. They do not want to take this fight.
I guess wise decision. We move over to another fight. If UK07 going up against SD, nade coming through. Don't think it manages to make its way through the window there. Smacks up against the wall, and Molotov, second attempt, does this time successfully connect, and not RK, down to 1 HP. He gets knocked down by Satan's Molotov. Couldn't really find himself a safe place to hold, and now Satan with more Molotovs coming through. The second one maybe not as successful. Their reses already coming through. Where's his teammates here?
Yeah.
They've spread across and Satan's gonna make the push probably. He's got some cover here with this truck out in the open.
Varsi, he's sitting on the ledge over there down, and squad number 7, they've taken the entire...
Varsi almost fighting Satan there. Satan goes for a pretty risky play. The first aid out, Varsi. He knows that there is backup behind
and
Satan.
Squad number 5 also who's entered in that area.
Yep, and he's taking natural cover back there off that door. Satan pre-fires through the corner. There is Iron Sight AK. Is just flat out too OP right now in PUBG Mobile. You've seen so many players, including the pros, time and again pull it out, and looks like that's going to be the
Driller,
choice.
he's going to get that nade in. Driller might be in trouble, but that nade does not do anything. Varsi needs to be careful. Driller now spots where Varsi is. Driller shooting out. Varsi knows Driller's on the left. He's going to drop a nade, but is he dropping the right nade? Yes, he indeed. Satan gets knocked. They are making the push. Aurora gets dropped by damage burst. The vehicle explodes, and the res needs to come in. And looks like we are just having little technical difficulties, but we are back. Varsi, he gets the res in, and squad number 21, they are trying to get the second res in. Varsi, he's gonna flush, he's gonna try and get his team up, not RK. The push is coming in. Abhishek gets knocked from the side, and Abhishek needs to be careful. Where is his team? He needs to get into cover. There's only one person from squad number 21 alive. That's Darkin, and that's the cleanup.
Darkseid there almost makes it happen. Is Varsi, who did have decent amount of health and does manage to hold on at least for now. Alright, let's look for action elsewhere. We still have about 9 squads remaining. I see some action happening below. Squad number 5, who's up at the edge of the circle here, going up against squad number 20. 24 also moving through. Squad 10 did successfully manage to disengage from that previous fight.
And looks like Rebel, they have 7 kills, and our 3-girl squad with Mr. Rebel has been doing wonders, it looks like.
Ooh, look at this though. Squad number 7, they've already lost one player to the zone there. Varsi manages to get the first aid off. He's charging through. He needs some cover there with the trees. He knows there's squads up ahead as well. Squad number 19, squad number 5. What's happening with Live's taking a fight up against a couple of squads here. There's one up on the far side, squad number 19 in IP. I see I am Kritika manages to find a couple of knocks here up above. She does take significant damage though, but they've got themselves this nice little cover here with this UAZ, Dacia, a big little rock up in the middle of the zone right now. In fact, they're not in the zone. They're pretty far off.
Look at Rebel. He's going in balls deep into squad number 9, but he's going in alone. That's not even in the circle. Where are you going, my friend? There's squad number 18 right in front. He's going to drive him straight through. He's going to take damage. Shots being fired on him.
Whoa.
Tilting. The vehicle could explode pretty soon. He's taking the risk still.
Barely manages to hold on. But I'm not sure how he's not spotted by Frost. Frost's right now, he can hear a lot of noises come by.
He's going to save his team. Luna gets knocked. The vehicle almost exploded.
Oh, so much damage done in, but squad number 24 is taking up a fight themselves on the far side. Up against squad number 10, we see the knock coming in. GNST end up losing one of their players up as well.
5 go down. 10 kills, but 8th position.
Look at this, C55, it's TJ, runs straight into a Jut, and he's gonna get his head taken off clean. That level 2 helmet is taking quite a bit of pounding, and the zone pushing through should be able to flush him out. Hamurai taking in blue zone damage here as well. This player coming in from behind it, he just straight up flushes him out. Jut does get the trade, but does he have time though to go for the heals? He's dropping really low. Where's the heals? He has one first aid, not enough in time, and he does eventually end up succumbing down to the zone itself. We're gonna jump straight back into squad number 24 versus squad number 10. This fight's been going on for quite some time now. Squad number 10 was holding up.
And the squad number 19, one guy, Lucifer, behind the tree. No one knows, so he can take.
Yeah, squad 10 was inside that watchtower for quite some time, and now with the zone making that shift, they're gonna have to drop some utility. They've right now managed to make their way downhill towards this tree here. They have a Dacia as well, but as soon as they move out of their current position, if they don't really have any knocks in onto squad UD, They're going to be pretty much sitting ducks. Full free fire coming through. Should not ideally be having a safe route out of this.
Oh, look at Lucifer. He is cocking that nade. That nade, if it goes good, it's good for 2 at least. And that nade goes in. He gets 1 knock. Coffin is down. He's going to drop another. If he gets that second one in, he should be able to get that cleanup. Oh, someone else gets
Ooh, yeah. Squad number 10 looking to third party into this as well from the far side.
Oh,
that was the
BSUD
opportunity
is
they were waiting
behind.
for.
Squad number Lucifer. He's shooting onto BSUD, but no. Torpedo is there with the trade.
And let's look at the top 3 right now. Beast has charged up, sitting at about half HP. He's got half a level 2 vest to fall back on, and he's pretty much resuming action back onto squad 24.
Nice knock over there. He was in a nice position near the window. He gets.
Look at Beast. He spots Legacy OP out in the open. The spray, the whip, the AK is not good. Not a single bullet connects through, and Legacy OP will be able to find some cover out. And with that, I think Beast has revealed his position. He has got 1 smoke down behind him, but I don't think that is going to be nearly enough to work his way out of this situation. He's most definitely going to have to first win this duel up against Legacy OP. It is, I believe, a 4v1v1 right now. Actually, 2v1v3. Yeah, never mind. There was, in fact, Torpedo below as well. Yeah. So, BSUD do have 2 players up. Legacy OP. Question is, how is he going to play this? He's got himself a nice little ridge. He's trying to crawl towards that rock there from cover. Needs to be careful about squad number 24 flanking in from the right side. And
the problem is 24 is in a very comfortable position in that house.
Yeah.
They will not even want to move out.
They've got a lot of cover as well, and right now they're going to be counting on Legacy OP doing in some damage onto squad number 9. There's in fact that's Crossfire, that's not BSUD. I just went by the name tag, but it's that Crossfire. So if Legacy OP can maybe get some damage done in, that is when squad number 24 are just going to move out into the open and close this out.
Oh,
see the Molotovs
look at him
out.
burning. That Molotov doing so much damage onto him. He's going to get.
He's trying to get the heals out,
but the zone's also moving. He needs to jump out pretty soon, otherwise that's going to be troublesome for him.
Yeah, Legacy OP does manage to make it into the zone, so does Torpedo. And they've got decent cover here, 1 smoke down as well. Alvin should be able to heal back up to full health. But the problem for UD5, something that they need to tackle carefully, is that we might have multiple engages breaking out. Might just see Beast and Torpedo take on Badmash and Devil, while Alvin will have to deal up with Legacy OP.
Yeah.
And taking split fights always gonna reduce the chances of these guys winning, especially when they do have the numbers advantage. But as I say that, Alvin's gonna come back, join up with the rest of his teammates. That nade though was so close to landing in onto Alvin, and he's just gonna use this vehicle for cover. There's smoke ahead of him as well. Second nade, also pretty close, but UD5 right now dancing with danger, but keeping their numbers up, keeping the health up. And as the time continues to tick, their chances of winning just get bigger and bigger. Beast as well as Torpedo need to land some insane shots to be able to take this victory here. Also, Legacy OP can still play a major part in this. He's still huddled around below, and if CF do eventually get tunnel vision into this, as I say that, Badmash ends up going down, and Alvin luckily has some cover, will be able to get the res out. Devil OP holds the line in. Beast as well as Torpedo still not fully committing to this though. They're more than happy just holding at the edge of the circle.
You know, Legacy OP can take so much advantage of this. If only he knew that time the guy was knocked, he could have come on top and get the second knock.
He could have easily singled out Devil OP, knowing for a fact that there was the other player going in for the res, right?
And he has a rich cover.
Yeah.
That's the better part.
Yeah, I think he's just going to try and...
Oh, he gets spotted by squad number 9 and gets...
He was trying to out-survive this current scenario. Beast had in fact spotted him long ago, and Torpedo always was keeping a close eye on him from the side of his vision, and eventually will be able to find him. 2v3 here to close things out. Alvin charging up there at the end. Beast dancing around. How much can he find? He's going to go back into cover, prone behind that Dacia right there. He's going to fight Devil OP. Alvin's going to come charging through. Will get one. And Torpedo, how much can he do here? He's got one knock through. He will flush out Devil OP's punch as well, but he's got a bad angle to hit. Couldn't really readjust in time. That jumping spray across, almost an impossible knock to find, and it will be UD grinding their way through to that chicken dinner. 11 kills, first position, and they're going to qualify over for that semi-finals on Thursday. We also had, I believe this was Crossfire in second position. 4 kills, they should be good to go. AOR,
it's going to be a
3 kills.
It's going to be mixed up for 5, 6. Squad number 5, squad number 6, and squad number
UK 07 have got 8 kills. I think it's safe to say UK 07 is going to make it in.
But see, TSX, they have 5 kills.
CS 55
have 3, 6, 7, 8 kills.
8 kills. Is that going to be enough to trump IP in 4th position? Maybe. We're not really sure. We're going to have to wait it out through this commercial break.
Very crucial scorecard.
Yeah, but I think, I think UK is going to take the 3rd
UK
position.
will definitely come up to 3rd.
3rd, and AOR, I think AOR has got 3 kills, right?
It'll be between AOR, TSX, and CS55.
Yeah, so we will be back in about 5 minutes time with the scorecard to see who is going to qualify over to that semi-finals on Thursday, as we build up for match number 2, which will be live at 7:05, 7:10 for the viewers of this, since we're running a 5-minute delay. So don't go anywhere, do stick around.
When you walk in the room, it's still, and you can't see nobody else. I'm not the only one who feels that switch inside my body change. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late, and I know your mother raised you right, so I don't wanna make you rush. And now and then can't help but wish this life was just the two of us. Oh, I just want you to myself. 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 You called to say that you will make it over to my place tonight. The office got you working late, and when you're off, you'll be too tired. I don't wanna make a scene. You're just so good at what you do. It's selfish of me to think that I'm the only dream for you. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself.
sunshine and not a lot of rain. A whole lot of happy and not a single tear on my face. Pockets overflowing with what I need today. Doesn't mean that it's easy and it isn't always great, but it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good. The picture isn't perfect, the road ain't always straight. It gets a little crazy, and you know sometimes we need a break. But it's better than it could be. It should be. Taking what we're given, we can't complain 'cause it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good.
Yeah, sometimes it's gonna rain, but I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a perfect picture, mister. You know that's true. But it ain't about what you say, it's about what you do.
Good. Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good.
Life is going like it should.
Life is going
Yeah,
like it
it's
should.
all good. It's all good. When you know where to look,
Gotta know, gotta know, gotta
it's all good, it's all good, it's all good. Good, it's all good. Life is going like it should.
Life is going like it
It's
should.
all good.
Welcome back, everybody, to the second group match, Group B of ILG Cup Season 3. PUBG Mobile Minor number 9. I'm Shetler. Joining me is Flash. Flash, walk us through the flight path.
And the flight path this time is from Yasnaya right up till Quarry, and it's going to be a very even spread. So teams are going to have access to the entirety of the map. Not many teams take that gamble to go towards Novo's military base. I hope a lot of teams start doing that because those are the heavy loot areas. And if we, when we move on to the semi-finals and we, update all our rules and stuff, teams will have to adapt to the new changes. So maybe it's good time.
Yeah, so for the qualifiers that are remaining here, so we have a total of 16 qualifiers. This is qualifier number 9. We will stick with the old PMCO scoring system and we will shift to whatever is the latest scoring system when we do go live with the online playoffs in January. So teams will have to adapt at that point of time. I'm pretty sure that they already are to a certain extent since they are playing multiple other tournaments as well. Let's move over to squad number 5 that has gone towards...
Yeah, there's one squad number 10 also right next to them.
Shelter, yeah, they're above, in fact.
What happened to
on the floor, yeah. Zero Dark's like AFK in the middle of nowhere as Shield is gonna get some quick loot inside. It's a funky looking helmet skin right there.
But the fight to look out is squad number 17 versus squad number 14. That's the Battle of Lipoka. And there are 2 squads over there. And looking to go into an engagement very close. They're just in the next building. Jaguar Devil. He's able to pick up the M164. He has a level 2 vest and a level 1 helmet. He's moving from building to building. Squad number 14 right across him. And needs to be really careful. He's making a lot of noise. No heals. Has just 5 bandages with him. And his team is a little far away, split up. They need to be careful. Rahul, if he moves a bit further away, he's going to just catch Venom straight across.
Yeah, Venom's taking in some TPP on the other side. Devil, Rahul, all of them.
He's going to move into that same house. Devil with an M164. He gets
the pre-fire is already across and the shotgun to the back, and Venom's gonna drop early and they will be able to find the flush as well. And that's gonna be squad number 14 losing one player early on. Let's see.
So and now it becomes an even 3v3 fight over there because squad number 17 Jaguar, they're playing 3-man this lobby. So 14 now.
Yeah, what's the play right now? We have one of the players, Warlock, trying to come above that ridge, try and see if he can get an angle onto Suyu. Suyu is falling behind, but look at where D12 is. D12 is going for the long flank across the perimeter of Lipovka, and he's gonna come up behind Jaguar, and it's gonna come down to if he can make those initial few shots count, that element of surprise. If they can find that knock, I expect I need to push in to try and take advantage of the numbers there, Johnny.
But squad number 14 are trying to sandwich them. See D12 Devil, he might just walk into D12 right next to him. Devil, he needs to peek the right properly. D12 very close. If he only spots Devil there, he can catch.
Yeah, he has, yes. He spotted Devil and there's Rahul moving across as well. But D12, instead of taking that shot, is gonna move back, and let's see if they're actually gonna pick up this Dacia and make a move out altogether. I don't think that is the ideal move to do. Yes, you probably want to take it safe and not really want to take even an ounce of risk right now, because you're already a man down, and if you end up losing more, there's just a flat out gonna reduce the probability that you're gonna make it into that top 4 and eventually qualify to that semi-finals, Johnny.
Yes, indeed. And now they're moving from house to house to get whatever loot they have left, and they're going to come across squad number 14 pretty soon. Squad number 14 not wanting to take the Dacia anytime soon. And Devil, he switches on to that Tommy. Okay, he still keeps the Tommy gun over there. It looks like Hydro Clan is taking a fight at Georgiapur.
Yeah, just a moment before we jump over to squad number 18. That's Rockstars. We've already seen one knock coming through as Psycho manages to find Uriel, but it's not too keen on pushing out into the open, expecting there to be a trade potential. He's gonna go for the pre-fire across. He's gonna whiff a lot of shots. Panic sets in because there is
like
Gabriel.
Daniel, he's trying to come to give cover over there.
There is Gabriel on the far side as well, who can trade this if he does move out into the open. He spots Gabriel. Oh, that first tap to the head is gonna find an instant.
Oh, why is he not shooting? Daniel, he had the full spray in, but with that M24, Selu gets that knock onto Daniel, and now because of that mistake, Uriel might fall. And looks like the Archangels over here are not in.
Uriel's definitely down, and fortunate for Daniel, he did get knocked inside
He had
the
a
building.
full clear vision, full clear shot. He gave 5 seconds for the guy to knock him down with that M24, and he had the 3x spray. I don't know why he didn't pull the trigger there.
And now Psycho, does he want to push
Oh,
in and
looks
get
like
involved?
INE are taking that battle. So Jaguar, Devil, their squad member Rahul is knocked, and looks like the push is coming in by squad number 14 over here. And Jaguar, they're holding the line. Rahul gets rezzed up, but the push is still not in yet. No nades, no utility being used as of now. But that just when I say that,
Warlock. And they're gonna go charging through Devil.
don't
Oh,
see
they haven't
them.
seen it. They haven't seen it. The knock also comes through. He's gonna be able to flush them all out right now. Jaguar, big F for squad number 14. They complete.
Oh, Devil!
He does not expect Warlock to be there, and that should be the cleanup. They will get the knock onto Devil, but there is Rahul to get the cleanup eventually.
Quite close, but a big mistake from squad number.
Oh wow, indeed, man. They completely ignore Devil there in the corner, and we're gonna see
Again,
not coming
back
down.
to that.
Yeah.
Selu with that M24 doing quite a lot of work. Now
And
they're
then
getting that
look
push.
at Psycho. Psycho's moving in. He's gonna go and try and push for the finish here. Let's see if he's gonna hard commit into the building.
Yeah, Selu from outside is giving cover with that Scar-L with the 3x. He's seen Azrael, and Azrael, he's there on the perimeter. Selu getting shot from the right. Gabriel giving cover fire over there. And Selu, he's going to make the push. He needs to get into the house though. He needs to get that heal up. He has good level 3 loot. So he has enough time to get that heal in. But Psycho.
Yeah, they've all come hot into the fight right here. And Gabriel completely surrounded and taken down. He does get the knock onto PSB. But there was an immediate raid from Rockstars as
They get the cleanup over there.
yep. So pretty much continuing on the trend from what happened in the first match here today. Lots of early fights, lots of teams getting fully eliminated from the server. Say that's a good brand of aggressive PUBG Mobile. What do you say, Johnny?
Yes, indeed. Good plays we're watching, and it's very
And
interesting.
showing for a fact that teams aren't really too scared to take these early engages. Yeah, you do get eliminated if you do end up on the wrong side, but hey, at least you go down fighting.
Yeah, and
M249 dropping down.
Yeah, just above the hill, above the apartments, you see a nice M249 with the level 3 gear, and just south side of Pochinki. So, school is maybe teams might want to go there. Let me see what.
Yeah, let's look at how the zone's currently
Yeah.
shaping right now. It's a pretty central zone with a lot of teams already in and around. Just a few squads who are far away from it. I'm talking about the 2 squads who are at military base and the 1 squad up at Primorsk. The rest of them are all in touching distance. Even Jaguar, who's up at Lipovka, should just make a slow transit across. Shouldn't really take too much of a time there, but not unless if they want to avoid squad number 5 altogether up at Mansion, at which case they're gonna have to move south and might encounter squad 10 and 19 on their way into the zone. Center zone up at school, we have squads 13 and 16 who might end up running into each other very soon, Johnny.
Yes, indeed. Squad number 15 and 11 also. Look how close they are next to each other. I mean, 2 members of squad number 15, 2 members of squad number 11 right next to each other over there. And that could be a very interesting engagement to see. Hyper Beast, he's being careful. And looks like squad number 11 have disengaged and just moved out into the next compound. They've taken their vehicle, and Hyper Beast should be safe over there.
Yeah, let's look at any possible fights happening around. All the teams are pretty well spread out, at least for now. Let's see.
Hyper Beast spots one.
Yeah.
He's going to spray down onto Slam, but Slam not getting...
Yeah, Slam finally gets some shots in, but Hyper Beast couldn't really find himself an angle to continue spraying at that. There was Levy up on that balcony who had a decent amount of angle as well.
And those were Levy's shots that connected onto Slam though.
And then he's gonna look for taps with that burst mode. Maybe if he was on single tap, would have been able to land at least one of those bullets. But overall, some damage inflicted, and we might just see squad number 15 chase this.
Yeah, are they going to push? Because there are two members of his team who are that side, very close to where the motorbike stopped, and looks like Slam, he took damage from them, but he's going to survive. He's going to get out of there.
Yeah, Slam down pretty low, but looks like he's going to be able to walk away from that tricky predicament that he found himself in. That level 3 West is almost out as well, taking about 90% damage on that. But 3 first aids, life intact. He's gonna be able to recover back into this, as the entirety of squad 11, that is Soulstone, managed to find themselves a compound here. We should be safe enough for Slam to eventually pop those heals.
And yes, indeed, there is another drop, which is the Groza, but that's towards the north, towards shooting range of 70. No squads over there. And if this is an indication as to where the circle is going to end up being, then a lot of teams have to do a lot of rotations to move towards the North Island.
Yeah, and squad number 9, looking at Team Wayne, did have, I think that was squad 23 that just drove by them with the zone at their back.
Like I said, that zone, that drop was like an indication as to where the circle went, because that drop was bang center of the next zone, North Island, and all the teams have to rotate, literally all. There was only squad number 22, 13 and 16 who were on the perimeter of that circle, but look at this.
And all of these guys, at least most of them, are gonna have to make their way through Yasnaya.
Yeah, they have to go through
there's squad number 6 that is sitting there at the edge already. I think they move out into a slightly more open position where you get to take shots up against squads that are going to drive in one by one.
Squad number 5 on the other hand is going to take the alternate route, go up from Stalber, maybe above the mountain. That would be a safer route as well, looking at how the circle was repositioned. So squad number 17, they've taken the bridge and they are going bang into the center. Just look at how those teams are moving. Just if you see the map, you can see those dots moving towards bang into the center.
Yeah, squad number 5 does manage to safely move through.
Very interesting engagement.
But there is a lot more squads that are coming close up to Yasnaya, closer to squad number 6, that is sitting inside apartments there. And I see Jaguar getting knocked. Let me just jump in and see if I can find where that piece of action is happening. Yeah, in fact it is towards that northern part of that yin yang, and we have a vehicle just drive by. He's gonna jump over Jaguar. Assassination from above with the AK. Newton did end up getting knocked down, but that was pretty much it. The backup arrives in the nick of time, preventing any more catastrophe there for squad number 13. But TRS are gonna lose 2, in fact 1 PPSB. TRS, where's TRS? I think I see Rage coming down as well, as driving straight up against squad number 7, who's gonna dance around, and shots being fired. This is gonna connect in onto Rage as well as Sage, both taking in some decent damage. But
look at Bope. They see squad number 7 move right next to them. They're not firing now. Maybe Noob, he dropped a few bullets there, and all the teams have suddenly, it looked like a big clutter over there, and now it's just dispersed.
Massive clutter indeed, and
they just dispersed from there.
And there is a set of squads also towards the far western part, who are trying to make their way in, specifically squad number 11.
Oh, squad
and
number
18.
19 coming in straight. The spray down coming in by Bope Noob, but no damage at all. Rev, he takes in some damage. He stops as well over there, but he needs to get that heal up quickly. And they're going to move out from there. Squad number 22 again missing a very
small window of opportunity there to snag up one, maybe two knocks and an eventual flush, but not really quick enough right there. Yeah, they couldn't really capitalize on that opportunity as it goes by. Most of these squads should now be in a much safer location. I see squad number 10 might just be getting pushed on here. Squad number 7, Legend, looking the wrong way, and they're gonna end up losing dead shot very early on. Knock coming through, but they have decent cover inside. Lucifer, who's inside the building already above.
Yeah, he's holding the building, he's holding the line, he's waiting for someone to try and push up that staircase. And
yeah,
he now spots
there's backup coming in. Willie OP comes through, but he gets knocked dark, pushing inside straight into the thick of things. There's a
Lucifer, he jumps down now. He's going for the cleanup. Lucifer spraying away over there.
They get the last one, he will. But there's a player who's come charging through. It's just bite time for the reload. Man's on a mission. He's still alive. How is he doing this?
Then they're chasing him. They're chasing him. He wants
They're
to get
trying to find him. Desperate attempt there. There is Gabbar, in fact, going in for the heal. He's going to go down. Gabbar's got one res out. Lucifer. Can he find this though? The dance around and Gappa goes down. Nicely done there by Lucifer. Single-handedly wins that fight. He'd already lost one of his teammates. Willie OP was making that rotate to join Lucifer. Ends up getting knocked in transition, and Lucifer says, hey, this is all on me. This is my moment of glory, and he's gonna take it with open arms. Find another squad going down. 0 hold on.
Yes, indeed. With 4 kills, cementing a better position, but still 14 squads left. If you end up losing and going out on 14th position, 4 kills is not going to be enough.
Yep. Indeed it is. As we look back at the map right now, the zone's pushing through. Squads did go for that scurry around to try and get in on the northern side of that Rosehawk River, and there were casualties in and around, but by and large most of the players did make it safely in transit. 53 players still alive in the map right now, as the next zone is gonna move back towards the center. Yeah, it's moved.
That hill.
Everybody just went north and set up a round shooting range in Severny, and now they're gonna have to rotate back down. People who are at Yasnaya is gonna be like, yeah, sure.
Let's look at the Shark Mobile, squad number 21 with the Shark Mobile trying to get into the circle. They've crossed squad number 10, then they've crossed squad number 19. Now they're moving very close to squad number 19. Squad number 19 can hear these vehicles move. And there's shots being fired onto Carlos. Carlos takes some damage though, but he is going to be safe. So there's squad number 5 in Severny. That rock almost stopped them. But is the shooting going to happen by squad number 5 there?
Are they actually going to drive into this? No, they just keep driving there. KP has maybe an opportunity, but with that broken wall, I don't think he's going to be able to unleash any shots, as they're just going to end up keeping tabs on the whereabouts.
They move closer to squad number 13 as well, who were there in the warehouse. Looks like they just...
Whoa, we have squad number 20 just coming straight into squad 10. Lucifer got a nice look at that. Couple of shots in on one of the players, but the wall set up shop below. Lucifer just came off a huge fight. He's gonna whiff the nade. Almost ends up nading himself. He's gonna pop the door. Expect players to come through. Willie OP below again gets straight knocked down, and it's all onto the shoulders of Lucifer. 4 players below. He's gonna have to find another fight of his life.
Also goes in on to him.
Molly goes down. Molly's dropping him low, down to about 25% health. It's still putting him up in the corner, up in the balcony. He's got Rev. Third party is in from afar, and he's gonna be able to find that kill courtesy the mini all the way from on top of the hill. Tap and
steals that.
All that hard work just down the flush. And squad 19 now, they might not be
Oh.
done just yet. Squad number 20 is just set up here.
Asli
and
Londa, he does spot Sage over there. And
look at where Rev is. Rev not only just picked up that kill, he's come on top of the hill.
where is his teammates? Oh yeah,
They're on the other side.
So that's actually good. That's actually a good way to make a crossfire sandwich out.
Yeah,
That's good.
and all right now the rest of squad 19 have to do is keep squad 20 distracted.
And he can get the knocks in.
Yeah, and he will be able to find the knocks in from
will.
behind.
Come
Right
on.
now, he does not really have a good angle to work on. He wants to find himself maybe an initial easy knock in, and at which point of time, squad number 20 is going to be fully sandwiched in here.
Looks like
and they're
another
going to have to
engagement
come
there. Squad number 15 on to squad number 5. Squad number 5 Shield KP is knocked down. Hyper Beast, he's making the push. He's charging in through with that M4. He's going to peek. He
Pre-fires
throws
through the
in.
vehicle, gets
But-
blown up, but they do not find the kill on the back of that.
the
And
res is
Hyper Beast
coming
nade.
Oh, he's
Wait,
also
there's a
getting
counter
named.
nade coming through. It's going to chunk him to a half HP.
But Levy gets a nice Car 98 shot from the right, and Shield Wicket. The trades are coming in here and there, and that's the cleanup of that squad. Squad number 15 getting 4 kills, and
Well done indeed. And meanwhile, squad number 20, they're looting up what remains of that previous fight. Rev,
yeah, he's coming back. to the squad.
eventually he's just going to drive back in and join up with the rest of his teammates. He did go for that fishing expedition, but
He must be
I think
worried
as
that if he gets knocked over there,
yeah,
there's
if he
no
gets
one
knocked,
to
it is
revive
done,
him.
right? At which point of time, squad number 19 will lose the advantage they currently hold. And this, I think, will be a KG affair. There is both squads having a lot of vehicles. There's a DAS, in fact, UAZ. Wait, are there tires out on the UAZ? It is. There's no tires on this UAZ. So they only have a buggy to work with. So
But the
squad
circle is
nine-
still in their favor, so
Yeah.
they're not worried.
So squad, no, I was looking more on the fact that squad number 19 might have an option of backing away from this fight. Squad number 20 definitely does. On the far side, if you see the kind of vehicles that they have to work with parked up behind, there's
They have two
three
UAZs
UAZs and a
and-
DAS here.
Yeah.
So moving out of this fight is definitely not an issue. In fact, squad 20 can move out and squad 19 can come by and move out as
Move
well
out
with
as
the
well.
vehicles. So overall, both these teams, I think it's going to more come down to squad number 20 and what they want to do with this fight. Whether they want to take this or whether they want to just head back out. But like you said, both these squads are already inside the zone. So they can kind of weather it out here, see if they can maybe find a knock or two, get some meds depleted of the opponents, and then commit in for a hard-on push, Johnny.
Yeah, squad number 18 and squad number 9 are head to head. Maybe squad number 9 might make that push onto them. Yes, the fight is coming in. They are spraying away onto squad number 9. They leave the vehicles, but they are crossing the bridge there. Can they
Where's
get
the
any
fight? There's
knock?
a long range. They do have eyes onto squad number 9 who's going on top of the hill right there. Not going to be able to connect, but I see on the far side, Bob Param. Where's this action happening? Thanos manages to find himself a knock as well. That's squad number 16 and 22 looking to get involved here. Rez coming out from Noob as we do eventually see a push come by. Will complete the full res out. Squad 16 at the perimeter. Squad number 11 looking to get involved as well. There's a drop in the middle of all of this. Is anyone going for the drop? I don't believe they will. And squad 22.
Oh,
they
we
should be able to
see
get the
squad
res
number
out.
20 and 19 also back into that fight. Asli Londa, there's squad number 9 that moved in right next to them. They get one knock over there as well. And TS, they clean up that kill though. And now they're worried. There's squad number 9 next to them, squad number 19 in front of them, and they do not know who to kill.
Yeah, there's squad number 18 Hydro driving by the action as it unfolds.
They
and I
stop it
think they're
right.
gonna pull up. Yep. There is one of the players from squad 9 already knocked above. You see
I don't know. Yes,
the Psycho
squad
fishing
number
for
20
more.
realized that, and now they can drop in maybe a nade or two. If those nades connect, that can be really damaging.
The nade, at the doorstep. But I don't think there's anyone in and around that area right now. as squad number 18. They're going to spread themselves out around that building. No one really coming in, and finally
They clean up the
yeah,
kill
he's
of
going to
squad
find
number
the kill.
20.
Every single kill counts here. This is the initial group qualifier game where the top 4 move all the opening as Rockstars almost offers himself up on a silver platter to Nuboy.
He gives a very different angle, that peak. And
Psycho's seen players up above as well. This nade could be everything.
This nade definitely is going to get one at
Yep,
least.
this could, if he finds 1, maybe 2. No, what?
What? It was not thrown.
It
in
wasn't
properly.
really cooked as expected there, and they're not gonna find anything on the back of this. Meanwhile, second nade attempt. Alright, round number 2. Let's go. Squad number 6 is also driving by here. What?
He's not cooking it properly. He's like too late.
Is that going up against the wall? I'm not really
No,
sure.
the problem is he's cooking it so late. He's throwing it so late that it's exploding in the air.
Yeah, and squad number 6 is in fact ahead. And squad number 18 have lost 1 player in the middle of it all. Luckily, the player knocked is inside Rockstars. He should be picked up. And Shady gonna get flushed out. Rockstars, no knocks coming through just yet. An 8 though. Psycho's down to about half HP. Squad number 20 though, full patience. They're not committing to this. They're not making the push yet. New boy. It's 2 knocks through.
Salu's down from squad number.
Yeah, 1 PSB. With that nade there, manages to find himself 2 knocks. Daddy, meanwhile, manages to knock him down in return. So, overall, there's knocks being traded to and fro. But it is Hydro who is finding the reses out on the far side. Squad number 6, they did split up 2 and 2, I believe. One of their players get full flushed out. Alpha is still up and running inside. He's taking this fight up against squad number 19. Some damage already done, and the smoke's deployed right now to try and get the res out. A nade coming in through the window. Gonna connect. There's a nade outside as well. Alpha barely there. 2 HP holds on. Nade in retaliation towards that first floor. There's no one really there from squad number 19, so they should be able to safely weather this out. Alpha, does he really have only
They don't
bandages
use
on him?
only bandages.
Yeah, both these squads in fact only bandages.
Dragonfly is healing himself with those bandages.
And meanwhile, squad number 15, they're gonna, I think, take some damage across as well from squad number 13, who lost 1 player in. He's trying to get the flush out. Hyper Beast, in fact, finds the knock. It'll be, in fact, Sage who finds it.
And look at Bob Noob.
Yep.
He has full vision onto Skrull. And Thanos, he's knocked. Both need to get
Oh,
the
Hyper Beast trying to clean up onto Param there. He's got some decent open shots, but he's not going to be able to land too many of them. Both barely managed to keep themselves 4 strong there. The res should come through as Both Noob looks for some revenge from the far side.
Yes, indeed. He spots 2 over there. And Venom, he almost gets the knock there. Venom heals up. And there is squad number 13 who's knocked right in front of him.
Yeah, squad number 23. Also third party into this.
Look at Noob tapping away onto Venom.
Oh,
Venom's
Venom,
shot.
one more bullet there. He's gonna fight it down. The final spray just not on target, not good
But
enough.
squad number 13 get him knocked over there. And that is not troublesome.
And the Bob can see squad 13 as well on the screen, but he decides to keep the fight going up against Venom. Eventually will turn around and start firing away, but 4x AK, that range is really hard to control, and pretty much evident. There we go. We'll find it eventually, and he's just still gonna continue to see if he can find more. Meanwhile, we switch over. We see squad number 21 looking to disengage out of this, but they're driving straight up into more squads in and around this area. Squad number 19 is here. They park up, and this is gonna be a hard engage yet again. They haven't come in full strong. They still have players in and around, and Dragonfly able to find the first one. Can he find the
Look at
second?
this.
No, he can't.
Squad number 22, they're driving straight in. Squad number 22, Param, he's gone straight into squad number 20. And now this is going to be a hell of a battle. The squad number 18, squad number 20, they have to enter squad number 20.
And more fights coming out here. Squad number 13 has come up against 23 as Newton looks to isolate Monster. He does find him, but now Rev is really low. Rev needs to make a decision. Do you go in? Do you take this fight? No. He wasn't really given an opportunity there. But above, inside, we still have one of the players healing up. It is Boogeyman, and he's getting pushed fast. More squads coming in on his direction. There were, in fact, three players downstairs. Squad number 13, Nate's preemptively being cooked and tossed down, expecting squad number 13 to be pushing through. Not really gonna find anyone
Look at the
just
action
yet.
on top over here. 22 is fighting against squad number 20, and the spray is coming in, and the cleanup is there finally for squad number 22. 3 people were knocked, but Dope YT is going to get those resin.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to res out, but guess who's on the far side? That is squad number 18 there, and over here squad number 23 can still look to get involved in Alpha. Last man surviving. Squad number 6 is still tossing in the nades. He can definitely make quick work of both 13 and 23 if they're not aware of a third party possibility inside endgame. Getting ready to make this push inside. Squad number 22 looking to heal back up. It is 6 squads right now alive. I see squad number 15 out in the open. There's 23, 13, 6, 22 and of course 18 there at the end, but not really making the push here. Boogeyman, I think eventually he will be the one who wants to be the aggressor. Repositions, in fact. I think this is the better decision. As squad number 13 makes their push inside, they're gonna expect Boogeyman to be holding that choke inside the room and not really expecting him to be at the balcony. And he's going to be able to get the jump at least on the first player there. Surprise attack. Squad number 18 are making this push in. We have Rockstars charging through inside. Will he actually jump fully inside and head above?
He gets a nice knock onto Param form there. He needs to make his way into the circle though. He can drop a nade. There are 2 people knocked. Squad number 22, the push is on. Rockstar and Hydro, they need to make the way up though. Selu, he waits for the right opportunity. He goes in with the spray, but he gets knocked down there.
Selu is down. Dope manages to find the first knock. Nate comes in into the corner. 2 players are knocked and the reses will come through. Squad number 22 will manage to hold on to dear life. There's Rockstars below though, still not committing in. Meanwhile, squad number 13 up above will find themselves the kill. It's just a matter of time before Rockstars makes this push. Look at Ninjax, who's keeping the pressure on here, keeping Rockstars still on his tiptoes. Psycho joins it as well, but there's the drop down from both Dope as he tries to make things interesting here. The first knock does come through, charging in, and they will clean up onto squad number 18. Squad 22 looking really strong here. 3 squads alive. They are 4 strong moving into this final fight as squad number 13 down to 2, Alpha down to 1, but Bope YT is gonna end up taking in some damage from squad number 13. Moves back into cover just in the nick of time.
Yeah, and it's safe to say FPS and squad number 22 both have enough kills to secure, even if they in the top 3 plus, they've got more than 10 kills. So they've definitely secured their position. So now they're just playing for pride.
Oh, shots there preemptively fired. He spots out one of the players for a second, and with the blue pushing through, they're gonna charge up ahead. End game does get traded, but both Dope cleaned up. What? That match ended super fast. I'm not even sure that the screen popped up for a second, and we pretty much had 6 players drop in the matter of a second, and Bope in fact do take the victory. That was in fact FPS forced into the open to take that final fight. You see them standing out in the open there outside the building. Very low percentage play. The zone unfortunately forces them into that fight, and Pope, not only do they qualify, just look at the number of kills. They have 17 kills, chicken dinner, while FPS in second position, they've got 12 kills themselves. And as we go, that was pretty much, I think, 2 squads who fragged close to about 40% of the server, where as you see, INV sitting on 1 kill. 4th position, we do have 8 kills there in for the squad of PSB, Hydro, Rockstars and Selu, and that should push them into a 3rd position. We see squad number 6 there sitting up with, I believe that's 7 kills. Let's see if that is going to be good enough to push them into position 4 and get them that final qualify spot. It's going to be very tight.
Again, a very tight second game, and only the score line, only the final sheet is going to tell us who our top 4 are. But yeah, we can safely say squad number 1 and squad number 2 we know are definitely making it through.
Yeah, and with that, we will take a quick break. We will be back with the scorecard, and we will be jumping into Group C, the final game of day 1 for minor number 9. Big shout out to all the sponsors. Title sponsor Alienware, powered by Logitech G, associate sponsors Next Wave Multimedia and Kaspersky, GPro partner Galax, energy drink partner Monster Energy. Don't forget to hit that like, share and subscribe button.
Lots of things to be taken away, and if you go see our subscriber goal down, you'll know what all you can win. So why not go quickly, get your friends to sub also if needed, and get that goal up so that you can have a chance to win those amazing peripherals.
Yeah, and with that, this is Shade Slam Flash. We'll take a quick break. See you folks in just a bit.
When you walk in the room, you're still, and you can't see nobody else. I'm not the only one who feels that switch inside my body change. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late, and I know your mother raised you right, so I don't wanna make you rush. And now and then can't help but wish this life was just the two of us. Oh, I just want you to myself. 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 You call to say that you will make it over to my place tonight. The office got you working late, and when you're off, you'll be too tired. I don't wanna make a scene. You're just so good at what you do. It's selfish of me to think that I'm the only drink for you. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself.
happy and not a single tear on my face. Pockets overflowing with what I need today. Doesn't mean that it's easy, and it isn't always great, but it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. The picture isn't perfect, the road ain't always straight. It gets a little crazy, and you know sometimes we need a break. But it's better than it could be. It should be. Taking what we're given, we can't complain, 'cause it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, sometimes it's gonna rain, but I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a perfect picture, mister. You know that's true. But it ain't about what you say, it's about what you do.
Good. Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good.
Life is going like it should.
Life is going
Yeah,
like it
it's
should.
all good. It's all good. When you know where to look,
Gotta know, gotta know, gotta
it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Good. It's all good. Life is going like it should.
Life is going like it
It's
should.
all good.
Alright, welcome back everybody to the last game of the day, Group C for ILG Cup Season 3 PUBG Mobile. Mine is number 9, I'm Shades there, and joining me is Flash again. Flash, how's the flight path looking like?
The flight path this time we're moving from Georgopol to Novo. All the hotspots in the flight path, but how many of the teams are going to drop there is the question. We like to see places like North George, South George, Containers, Rozhok, School, Pochinki, Novo, Millbase. I'm just waiting to see how many squads actually drop there and how many are actually going very safe, because a lot of teams, they go for that medium loot places like Severny, maybe Mansion, Shelter, Prison, Farm, but somewhere down the line I feel, you waste a lot of time looting those places, and then you have to still scavenge. It's a hit and miss into what items you get over there, and then you have to scavenge around and you're not ready for a fight comparatively to the teams who have the balls and go to places like Yasnaya and all, and then no teams end up coming there and they're happy with level 3 gear. They're already up and running for fights. And if you see a squad with level 1 gear versus level 3 gear, obviously the level 3 gear team has the advantage. So teams have to start thinking in that way, where they, even if they have to maybe take an engagement or maybe divide a particular place into half and loot and then play safe, is also a better idea rather than entering a fight with level 1 gear.
Indeed, as we do have a couple of squads I see heading early towards Shelter in and around that area, one of them being squad number 7. We're going to jump to them in a bit. Yeah, they're actually just straight up heading in undergrounds to see what they can pick up. I see squad number 14 on the far side, also just picking up some vehicles. Rampage, they're taking a little bit of damage, dropping out from a moving vehicle, but that's okay. They find themselves a couple of buggies and they should be able to join up with the rest of their teammates. We do have the first zone revealing itself. It's gonna be a eastern circle. Johnny, how do you see the team spread out right now?
Yeah, quite the eastern circle, but the teams, most of them are in the circle. Most of them are there. We see a big clutter towards Prison, Mansion, and Shelter. And squad number 10 already might be into a fight with squad number 14.
Yeah, squad number 7, in fact, taking a fight with squad number 10, as we do see some initial shots fired. Squad number 14 is just behind them here right now. They might end up getting into
like
this three-way
like
battle
Prison
real
is
soon.
pushing in straight into OP Boy as well, and Prison might get into an engagement pretty soon. He spots that shooting with that shotgun, and
yeah, is OP Boy running up? He's gonna get shot from the far side, and that is where the knock's gonna come down from. Is there more backup right here? Yeah, there is Ragnar, who's making his way out of the hill right here.
It does not look like they're wanting to go for the flush though.
Yeah, but I don't think OP Boy is in any sort of position to get revved up. In fact, Poison cleans up. So yeah, the flush does eventually come through, and there will be squad number 7 losing one player early on. Lucky that Ragnar managed to make it out. Looks like there might have been more casualties for team number 7 DNA.
Another
pretty
battle,
fine for now.
Another battle we see squad number 18.
At Yasnaya.
Yeah, squad number 18 and 17, Yasnaya, Poliana. That's the fight, and quite close to each other. I don't know if they're going to get into that engagement pretty soon, but definitely they are looting up. Leon's still waiting to get that vest over there. He has bandages, he has the AK with the Scarel and level 2 helmet. Does not want to engage pretty soon, because if you don't have a vest, 2 shots in, you're going to get knocked. If that 2 shots land on your chest, you're going to get knocked pretty soon. So getting those items early is really important before you go into an engagement, and that's where lots of decision making comes into play in PUBG. When you're going into a fight, sometimes you might not be in the position to take a fight. You rather fall back. You say, okay, I have a broken level 2 vest. If maybe another one shot, that vest is going to go. You rather go scavenge for another, even if it's a level 1 vest, you go pick up that level 1 vest instead and then go into the fight, rather than going into that fight straight, even though it's a broken level 2, and you get knocked in 2 bullets. Because if those bullets hit you on the chest, you are going to go down.
And looks like Brand won't really hard commit to this fight just yet. I'm sure that they're aware of squad 17 being here in Yasnaya, but not really going to hamper the way they continue looting up, at least for now. They're going to stay huddled in and around the eastern part of Yasnaya and continue to loot together as 4. It does allow them a much better trade potential if one of those teammates do get knocked. Let's jump over elsewhere. It's right now pretty silent in and around the map. Squads pretty much having spread themselves out very well here in phase 1. We have Brave, who's currently up at Georgiapol, containers all to themselves.
Another interesting battle is going to be a battle of squad number 16 versus squad number 12 towards Milta. And in squad number 16 we have Soul's own Soul Zeref, who's playing for squad number 16. So this time around he's not playing with the second lineup of Zol. There's a knock on to Satan, and Satan is going to get revived by Zeref over there. And now we know the engagement is going to come in full.
Yeah, I think there's Cursed, who's sitting up on an aggressive position. He's moved up into the building adjacent to the one being held by squad number 16. But as soon as he comes around the corner right here, he's going to get spotted. There's also Laval OP who's out, and Zeref seen him spraying away with the micro Uzi. Is not going to get that initial headshot in. And that's at least going to force him into a quick reposition out, knowing for a fact that there is squad number 12 spread across. Cursed is going to move into the roof, and this is going to give him an amazing bird's eye view of the entirety of squad number 16.
Yes, indeed. And Zeref, he's trying to peek and see if he gets a view of anyone over there. They have the vehicle ready. They still only have those micro UAZs, M164s, not that great loot. Level 1 West.
The squad number 12 players who are spread out are trying to force one of the players out
Zeref,
into the open.
He does spot Lawlet, and I'm sure he would have seen the head over there. So now he's going to, just lie down, take some TPP over there onto Lawlet OP.
Nate's coming in very close to where Cursed is.
Zeref sees him, but is Zeref going to get up? Is the question? Is going to wait for
Yeah, he's got a big open opportunity here to land the spray. He's missing a couple of shots, and that allows OP to make the transition across, but he's already taken massive damage. I don't think he has the time to get the heal. He's going to have to take this fight up against Zeref, as Cursed from the far side does a lot of damage onto Zeref, but he wins the fight up, and he will be able to flush out OP. Unfortunate there, Cursed didn't really find an angle there to try and trade. Zeref does do significant damage, but with that Cursed, he's given away his location as well, and we already have players from squad number 16 below him, and Cursed is gonna be pretty much stuck here right now on the roof. I don't think he can drop down. Is gonna leave himself pretty vulnerable, and as I said that though, if we do see flanks come in behind Cursed, will eventually have to reposition. Yeah,
trick shot does quite a lot of damage onto trick shot with that 3x though, and Zeref, he does not know where he was getting shot from, so no one knows Cursed is still on top, and he's thinking his teammates have good. They have the building for them over there, and they don't know that there's one player sitting
and
right
there is, I think 2 or 3 players now have pushed up below him.
Is Cursed going to jump down?
I think that is too risky to jump. Oh no! He does jump down, and he's spotted out as well. I saw 2 or 3 shots come in on this direction, and Cursed is going to make that mad dash back to try and get to his teammates. He's not going to be allowed to do so. He gets knocked, and let's see if there is anyone from squad 16 that can push in on this direction right now.
They can clean the kill because squad number 12 is quite
Cursed
far
is trying. Look at Cursed. He's trying to crawl back, and no one really committing in for this just yet. Neo Nuke will peek out from the corner. Quick, I think that was just maybe a bullet. Based out P also down at the edge of the compound wall. He was holding this for quite a lot of time, and now it is squad 16 that's going to charge out, get the flush in as well. Where are his teammates?
They're hunting trick shot. They're like, okay, he's the last person, and they hear the buggy. Look at the spray down coming in by Zeref. Zeref not able to land. He lands 2 shots eventually, but they are still going to survive. Try to get that last man in.
Yeah, a trick shot is already long gone. As let's see if there's action happening elsewhere in and around the map. I'm going to switch over to squad number 24. That is SF, who's currently up at school. This is again a squad I think that has been part of at least 2 or 3 minors previously. Looks like they're gonna take another shot at making it into that online playoffs. Drop is down. See players coming to pick it up. It's an M249.
It's an M249, and M249 becoming quite common with these drops nowadays. We saw in the last 2 maps also so many M249s coming in, and looks like Cade, they were close to Pochinki. They pick up that drop and they're going to go out from there. On the other side, Pochinki, only one squad number 15. They've made their way over there, and they've, they've said, okay, Pochinki is ours. No one's going to contest it. We're going to.
I remember that was the situation the last time around as well. There was no one really at Pochinki. I think there was one squad who managed to end up there, and eventually the circle pretty much drops on them. It was in and around Pochinki for that final few phases. So squads that didn't really have to rotate out too hard. While right now we're gonna switch over to squad number 22.
Yeah, squad number 22 have made their way to Rozhok. There are 2 squads in Rozhok. So now this is going to be an interesting engagement. Squad number 5, squad number 24, squad number 22, and 21 is also making their way right up, right next to that. And we see a lovely drop near Pochinki again. It's the AWM.
Yeah, AWM with the level 3 West.
And I'm sure squad number 15 is going to go for this. If they went so far for the other drop, this will be bonus for them.
Yeah, AWM, always a weapon you want to have in your arsenal in these matches, especially these one-round matches where you hear those, even if you're taking up, you're not necessarily committing to a fight. As soon as you hear the arm go off, it's gonna strike some panic in you, right? You're thinking, hey, there's an arm in play. This is probably a fight we don't want to take. And even just the psychology alone.
Getting shot by squad number 22 from far behind. And now Shade, your squad, knows
that's my squad.
That's Shade, Optimus Shade, Fajos, and Shade Demon.
Yeah, not the legit Shades. Will the real Slim Shady please stand up?
Optimus getting shot again by...
Yeah, Optimus is like, yeah, I'm standing up, but I'm looking to desperately run away from this.
And Fajos finds a knock. That M24.
Yeah, with that M24 long range, finds himself the first knock. And I think that should buy some breather here for Optimus to be able to heal back up as well. Fajos is actually on top of the hill right now, and he's going to eventually drop down. And let's see if they actually look to cross the road right here. It's gonna be a risky move if they decide to do so. Fajos still looking for an angle into this. He has a suppressor M24 with 8x fully decked out. What he is lacking though is in the heals department. He's sitting with one booster.
Squad number 15, if I'm not mistaken, have already picked up the AWM, but squad number 9 have gone in over there. There are being shots being fired, and squad number 15 doing some damage onto squad number 9, unusual YT. Who has the AWM? I want to see who has the AWM. Did squad number 9 take it, or did 15 not reach on time? Looks like Optimist also gets knocked again.
Yeah, that fight continues there. We will jump to that in just a second.
But Unusual, he's behind that crate. He does not know how to get out of there. And
Unusual is gonna pop up for a second. Three people are looking at him.
He's trying to get shots. I don't think if he has a smoke though.
That is almost...
I think he has the AWM. He has the AWM.
That is almost an impossible chance right there.
Oh, he drops the smoke. Is he going to run with that AWM? Is he going to manage? The man, the legend, the AWM.
He's going to try.
Oh, the vehicle is busted.
Mission impossible being attempted here. Unusual YT trying to run away with the AWM. I think he's going to be successfully doing this.
Yeah.
There is no way that they get some vision onto him. And
the man,
rightfully
the
so,
legend.
squad number 15 decide, hey, we're not going to move out of this building. we are in a very good position right now, and compromising it,
But see how
trying
he-
to chase the AWM, I think is not worth it.
Yeah, is he alone? Where is his teammates? He's repositioning himself. He knows where they are. He has the AK and the AWM. Level 3 gear. Good for him. And let's check where the action. Triple the action.
Unusual
the
Whitey.
outside.
Where's his teammates though? They're nowhere close by.
Squad number 23 have now made their way towards that drop. And now this could be a very interesting engagement. Just look at that. The squad number 20, Noob. He's going to get spotted. Person, is he going to drive straight into him? Is Noob going to fire at squad number 23?
No, Noob is actually already on his way out. It's buggy on buggy action. There's shots being fired and Noob ends up running straight into the tree right here. And there's squad number 20 all coming in one by one. One down, two down, can't get the third. He won the bullet away. He's gonna get broke. Goes for reload, gets three. Noob goes huge right there. And his teammates is still driving down to try and reach him. By then, Noob is gone for the flushes right here. Robbins is still up. He's not completely screwed, but squad 20.
Backup has
arrived, and Parson right now is in a world of trouble. He's shooting up at Floki, gives away his position. Floki survives, and Noob says, "Hey, it's my kill." Nope, it's gonna get cleaned up by Warboy. Noob right there, ladies and gentlemen. What a play indeed. This man took down 3 with that DP spray.
Literally.
Mad plays indeed.
For him, it was one man, one desire to kill the squad that came at him. Three people.
3 people all
One-
lining up.
One DP and an AK.
Well, nicely done. I also
Oh,
love
the AWM back on his
yeah, unusual Whitey. And guess who is he on now? He's trying to go up against.
But look at the
Noob?
look at the balls of steel. His team is the other side. He's behind.
He's all alone. He's like, first I pick up the AWM, and then he's like, yeah, why not take this for a
his
spin
team didn't
right
even
now?
come close to him when he was going for the AWM.
Squad number 20 though, they have a vehicle right here. With the res coming out, they're gonna drop some smokes and try and pick up Noob and Co right here from pretty much a very dangerous position that they hold right now. Squad number 20 is sandwiched between squad 9. There's unusual Whitey, who is unusually super far away from his teammate. Noob firing away as they drive by squad number 9, and yeah, I think he's not gonna waste any of the bullets on that AWM. He got the knock. You say, yeah, alright. I guess that is
More than enough.
yeah, enough for now. At least does force squad number 20 off squad 9. But look at squad number 9. They're giving chase. They've come straight up against where squad number
Yeah, Noob is spraying
yeah,
down.
spraying away. And FTW takes a lot of damage, but managed to get into some cover here. Squad number 9 again, they're only 3 strong. Unusual Whitey is far behind with that AWM. He hasn't really followed suit with the rest of 9. And Noob is going for the flank right now. He's going to try and get this flank play in. And he spots out 2 players in the open. The nade coming through. Not really moving all the way across.
But look at Unusual. He's going to get the vehicle. Very interesting to watch where Unusual is going to position himself. He's going to go behind Floki over there.
Lokesh goes down though. The vehicle blows up. And we do have unusual Whitey coming in
from behind. He's
coming
going to
up
make
from
the big
behind.
play.
He's got the AK, he's got the AWM, and he can do a lot of damage. He spots the first player out, doesn't pull the trigger just yet. Hyper Noob though giving chase. The rest of squad number 20 are gonna get jumped on. Noob's also split up from his teammate. He's charged up ahead. This snake's all the way around. Is he spotted? He's gonna get shot from behind. Unusual Whitey unleashes the pain. He finds himself 2 behind. And that's gonna be all down to Floki. Floki's down as well. Hyper goes down. That's the cleanup. And squad number 9.
Oh, Hyper was here.
Yeah, he was there. Well, that was the cleanup right there. As unusual Whitey with that flank. Timing was everything right there. We even had Noob push up away from the rest of his teammates. There were 3 players, I think they was all prone. He couldn't really find anyone, get shot in the back. And that exact moment, we see unusual Whitey go for that pounce. He finds the kills. And with that, it's another squad biting the dust. As see, I think that's squad number 22, is it? Let's try to look at that. They look like they've run into a roadblock right now, straight into the tree. RDX, hello.
Looks like his teammate is sleeping during the match.
RDX is like, yeah, I'm just gonna take a nap right here.
Let's even the squad number.
Absolutely, just gonna go chill.
Squad number 18 also get cleaned out by squad number 17 over there.
Look at Shubham though. With the Car 98, he's trying to find the flush, in fact, onto Adholics. It's down to about half HP, but the red is coming in inside the smoke. Shubham unfortunately couldn't find the second shot in. RDX Killer is also pretty much around that position. The res does fully come through.
He's trying to drop the smokes in over there. He's quite open though. He has cover off the tree. He's gonna get that heals. And he's still giving cover from outside. He's
a nice shot though onto Rohit there with that spray. Finds him inside the window. And that is gonna alert Brave.
Yeah, that's basically a pincer. The pincer between two squads. Squad number 22, squad number 19 and 24. They are having a three-way battle over there. And
yeah, with that, let's see if eventually Shubham is gonna be able to spot anyone from squad 22 here. Adholics pretty low. I'm not sure if he just about took rather more shots in his direction. In fact, he's about 1 HP. He's gonna go for that quick heal back out. Let's move over to RDX Killer and try and see if we can spot any fights happening. In fact, squad number 15 gonna get cleaned up here. I think it's squad 14 who was getting in the final kills out.
yeah, they
At Pochinki. And squad number 24 and 21 have also kind of pulled up in the perimeter right here. Crypt driving in dangerously close to where squad 21 is. On his left hand side, they're all on top of the hill. He spots the players out and he's going to immediately drive back in, use this ridge for cover. And I don't see squad 24 stopping anytime here. That's going to be suicide if they eventually do. They will instead go for the full flank across on top of the hill and drive away. But we're gonna move over to our
man, Mr. Kittu. For all of you fans, Kittu fans over there in the chat, please hashtag Kittu. Delete kar warna Kittu ban kar dega.
I mean, he may be in the server, but he's definitely still gonna go ahead and ban you. So more on that a little later. Squad number 13. What? Wait, what? What the? I think he's bogged out. Yeah, there you go. He's gonna end up getting cleaned out. And let's jump over to Kittu back again as a man's on top of the hill. He sees a UAZ drive to his location.
That's squad number 19. And is he going to pull the trigger? That's the question. They're coming up straight to this hill itself. And Shubham, he might be in little trouble over here. Oh, they go to the hill that is across.
Squad number 17 is going to stop actually out in the open and they're taking shots. They wanted to stop for a second there and try and heal and they end up all dropping to about half HP. But the hill they're currently going to has squad number 8, Kittu. That's the direction. Only they're going to turn around and in fact spot Brave Rohit also on transit in the Dacia. So there's no real safe place to hold right now. If they stop right here, they're going to be in firing range of squad number 19, the entirety of whom has been spotted on top of the hill. And immediately you see Star make that quick change up again. But all these buildings are currently occupied. They're gonna drive straight into squad number 9. Unusual YT and Co. They're gonna jump out and they're gonna engage in this fight. Immediately Yash gets knocked down. Stars all alone. 1v2. He's gonna get knocked down as well. And it's all down to Lokesh. Lokesh is coming in very late into this fight. There's Stark up as well. And they what?
They wiped them.
They wiped how? They had two.
So Kratos was giving them cover from the tower, watchtower over there. So Kratos from outside was doing a lot of damage onto them. And Location all were able to clean that up because they were very low as soon as they were entering the house.
Indeed. And let's move over to another fight that's happening. Ragnar, squad number 7, he's found himself the ghillie suit. I don't see any great weapons on him though. So I'm guessing maybe one of his teammates has something. better on him. I see the M4. Oh, Dynamo!
Beautiful spray onto Yoda Dynamo. Cleans him up toxic.
Yeah.
That's the spray you
Continues. Oh, he's gonna get third-partied in by GLC. And they've managed to find 2 knocks, in fact, from the far side. And with the zone pushing in, Ragnar has got a lot of work to do. He's gonna blow up the... They're gonna try and get the flush. Oh, they're all down! GNC from above reigns in supreme, and they clean
Look
up
at this.
Yoda.
Look at this.
Joining into some fun as well.
K2 he's
wide open with the AK.
He gets one. He gets the VSG kill. He knows there are 2 people who are there. Oh, he's getting fired by squad number 10 right in front of him. He needs to be careful. He needs to get the heal up as well. His level 3 helmet took some damage over there. He's going to get that first aid in. He has cover off that vehicle. Squad number 10 pushing up that hill. And very close engagement. The nade hit.
Nade's good. Nade's good, and now they're probably going to push into this poison, leading the charge up from below. He spotted the players out there. Kito's been spotted by the pre-fire across. Oh, poison gets traded in return. Bazinga was ready there, and they will eventually, I think, find trades across. There's Killer who's low. But what can they do at this time? Kito's down as well. Lemon Tricks getting pushed up. Logan OP flies across and it's gonna be low. He's gonna get knocked as well, and it's all down to In-King. In-King alone. Can he do this? It's very low on HP. Pre-fires across and Lemon Tricks is down. AK Iron Sight 2 OP there at the end.
Squad number 9 is coming from behind. And
The punish is gonna
Rito,
he's gonna go for the res. The killer is already open. He's down as well. In-King is just gonna go ahead, stick the res out. Oh, did he stop resing? Maybe he did, and King is gonna get knocked as well. The entirety of squad number 9 has arrived big time, and that's gonna be squad number 10 going down 1 by 1. There is no OP though in the smoke there, and he's using the smoke for cover right now. He's looking to heal back up, and FTW gets the full clean up. And with that, we're down to the top 7 squads. Bap Lokesh is also looking to get involved. AWM, let's go!
Oh, that almost got that knock.
Almost.
He got fired from behind.
Yeah. He got fired from behind by Fahim, and I think he's aware of where he is, but he's gonna also need to take some cover right here so it does not really get shot from behind. And with that smoke going down, Fahim's gonna reveal his position. Shots into the smoke, actually connects and drops him to about 20 health. What's happening here?
Krito now he's coming into the action, and Krito he's going to make his way straight into Fahim from the left angle instead, and Fahim is in the smoke. Krito realizes that he's moving his way towards the lower half. He can be in a bad position though. The nades onto Fahim. He spots Fahim over there. Does he have a nade? I don't think so. He has the barrel ready, but a good wall of smokes there for Fahim to give him some cover for the time being.
Yeah, squad number 21 though. They're getting crept on by Sensei. Sensei firing into the smoke does decent damage into a couple of players of Thanos. There's Crypt far below as well who's pulling out the Dacia. But where do you go right now? Do you walk away from this fight? Do you take it head on? I think SF don't really have an option right now. They have to go through the entirety of Thanos. Storm is also going to join in. Deadly is really low up on the far side, but is well and truly inside this. It's in fact not inside the smoke. Nades being tossed across as Crypt desperately trying to dodge these nades out. The second nade from Deadly is good. And with that, Sensei now needs to go for this rotate across. There's flying behind enemy lines. He's the man from squad number 21. He's the spy. And let's see if he can maybe get the jump onto squad 24 right here. With the zone pushing in, Fine doesn't really want to stand up. He was going to continue to crawl up ahead. Meanwhile, Deadly drops. Sensei, Deadly pushing through, is going for the flush out. Can't really find it, but he does tag Crypt really low. Pushing up ahead, he's going to see the first player or 2 players knocked down. This is time to go for the flushes. 1 down. Can he get the second? Oh, but Crypt is going to pop out. It's a surprise, but his teammates are there for the trade.
And now squad number 9 is 2v2, 4v4, and Krito, FTW, he knows Thanos' one team member is down.
And look at Fahim spotted, and he goes down, and Kratos finds him, gets the full flush out as well, and they're gonna hunt for more.
But FTW gets knocked instead, and now he's gonna try and take cover. The res is
Creed is down as well, and with that, They're gonna go for the reses out. It's Phoenix who gets the res out. Meanwhile, on the far side, Creed is still down.
Creedo is back, but let's see what's happening.
It just pre-fires in to the smokes as we have Deadly eventually grouping up with the rest of his teammates. Creed being rezzed up. Squad 9 isn't really committing into this just yet. Lokesh was knocked down, so they're going to use some time to res him up, get the first aids out. And there is still a man advantage for squad number 9. 4v3 as we come for the flank here. Deadly gets spotted. Deadly gets shotted though by Phoenix. And they're going to continue pushing this. Deadly's been spotted. Let's see if Vishu and Creed can chime in on this though. First knock comes through. Trade comes through. But Phoenix! Phoenix is all alone. What can he do? Can he get the second? They're jumping across. No, Phoenix!
1v1!
Getting knocked down.
2v1 actually now.
2v1 indeed, and it's all gonna come down to Lokesh. Lokesh charging up as well. He's up against the blue zone, and there is the blown up Dacia. He's gonna have to move through the smoke. Both prone, but the trade is in point. He gets the first knock, but the two players were prone different directions. So hard to get that spray transfer across, and Thanos will take the victory here with 8 kills in. And we have Bop in second position with 14 kills. Let's see if 14 kills, is that enough to actually take first position? Not really sure. 6 kills in onto SF. Yoda finishing in with 2 kills, 4 kills onto RDX. I don't see that. Yeah, I see I am finishing up with 6 kills, but I don't think that's enough to get a swap across. And with that, we are pretty much at the end of day 1 of ILG Cup Season 3 PUBG Mobile Minor number 9. This is Shadeslayer and Flash signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the matches today. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. We have a lot of PUBG Mobile esports action coming to you live every single day. We will be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Until then, good night.
you to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late. And I know your mother raised you right, so I don't wanna make you rush. And now and then can't help but wish this life was just the two of us. Oh, I just want you to myself. 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 You called to say that you will make it over to my place tonight. The office got you working late, and when you're off, you'll be too tired. I don't wanna make a scene. You're just so good at what you do. It's selfish of me to think that I'm the only dream for you. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself.
sunshine and not a lot of rain. A whole lot of happy and not a single tear on my face. Pockets overflowing with what I need today. Doesn't mean that it's easy and it isn't always great, but it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. The picture isn't perfect, the road ain't always straight. It gets a little crazy, and you know sometimes we need a break. But it's better than it could be. It should be. Taking what we're given, we can't complain, 'cause it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, sometimes it's gonna rain, but I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a perfect picture, mister. You know that's true. But it ain't about what you say, it's about what you do.
Good. Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good.
Life is going like it should.
Life is going
Yeah,
like it
it's
should.
all good. It's all good. When you know where to look,
Gotta know, gotta know, gotta
it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Good. It's all good. Life is going like it should.
Life is going like it
It's
should.
all good.